Okay, we're over here on the west side of the garage, and we're looking at the electric meter box, and it should be sealed on 3 sides to help prevent moisture from coming in. We should have a sleeve so that the structure on the ground can move independently, and there would be allowed for room. And we don't have a sleeve on this, and 20-aught a sleeve wasn't really required. This is our grounding rod right here. We got a single ground. We should have a say, but this is 20-aught. Today, to be safer, today we would have another grounding rod within 6 feet, or sometimes there's a eupher in the wall or something like that. If we find a eupher, I eat my words. But it's 20-aught. I don't expect to find another one. We got a single ground. There's a single grounding rod right there. Looks like it was pretty well grounded. So what do we learn about our meter besides not having a second ground? We learned that it wasn't sealed, and we do not have the slip joint. And water can get through that faucet right there, and that faucet vacuum breaker is broken, and this condensing unit is crooked. Okay, we learned that too. And this is our gas meter over here. And so we're coming on into the garage, and this is the electric load center. And see right here, this is the main principal. Okay, the emergency disconnect, we should have a main disconnect on the other side. Wasn't required in 2020. Now you could put one out there, 2000. It wasn't required. Okay, it wasn't required in 2020 either, but it wasn't required, but you could put one out there, but it wasn't. And just like the slip joint and stuff. So we got our main principal inside, and I'm going to make note of that. And it just depends on what you want to do. I would never dissuade my client from seeking perfection. I don't know if I would do it personally, but I do a lot of things for safety. I might not do everything for safety. So we come on in here, so we got a main principal. The other thing that we don't have a surge protector. All right, was it required in 2020? No, the whole house surge protector was not required. You know what we don't have? AFCI. And I'm not sure when AFCI was required in the bedrooms. That might be a thing, okay? So, but we do not have any AFCI. Sometimes Dad gets out here and he says, I don't like that AFCI stuff. It trips when you don't want to. Stupid safety devices, and let's change it or whatever. I'll do some homework. I'll see when AFCI was required in the bedrooms. But now AFCI is required just about every place, except maybe the attic. All right? So we do not have any AFCI. What else do we not have? Well, let's get in here. We do not have a whole house surge protector. We do not have a GFCI for our range. That's a 40 amp for our condensing unit. That's properly sized. We got a kitchen range, furnace, dishwasher. See, because I can't read that. Kitchen utility wall. See, I can't read that. Let's pretend like we got a kitchen range. What would that be? It'd be a 220, 220. We got any more 220s? We don't have any more 220s. I guess we got a gas range. It should be GFCI protected, and I bet you it's not. Okay. So we do not have GFCI for the clothes dryer. What else have we got? Coming along. This is called bundling. Right here. See all these holes? 2 cables at a time. That's why we put all these holes in there. See these big holes? It's because this is for universal application. We don't know where the box is going to be located. Right now, we brought our power in through this. That's a main knockout. And then what did we do? Well, we just put all of our, so that's called bundling. We put all of our wires through one main knockout. And the builder made these holes for a reason. They just punch them all in there for no good reason. So it's called the skin effect. So is that a common deficiency? You bet it's common. Okay, it's common. Okay, it doesn't make that it's normal. It doesn't make that it's right. It doesn't make anything. Okay, I guess I'm bundling up my house. It is common. It's a common deficiency. But I don't know. I would never dissuade my client from seeking perfection. That's for sure. What else have we got in here? We got to have something else, don't we, bud? Well, the bonding location is not labeled. Oh, yeah, it is. Grounded clamp at powder bath. So the bonding location is labeled. But I was having trouble finding the range. Now, it wasn't required in 2020, all right? But L1 and L2, your main ones, okay, they should have a non-conductive cover over them so people don't get shocked. If you don't know that's hot, you don't belong in this box. I get that. But I couldn't find the range. Why couldn't I find the range? Because that's handwritten. You can handwrite this for whatever reason, but this is supposed to be printed. See where it says Joe Swartz Electric Company, the guy that did the bonding, the bundling right there? So the guy that did that bundling like that? Okay, Joe, anyway, that is printing. This is handwriting, all right? The National Electrical Code says that it should be printed. The International Residential Code says that it should be printed in 2020. The manufacturer, Square D, said that it should be printed. That should have been printed. All of that should have been printed. Now I see here that we got a single ground right there. Okay, so we got a single ground. This other one goes to the bond, right? There's our bonding. There's our bonding. We went to the bathroom, which I don't know why I didn't come over here. I've been closer, but it's a label. So what did we learn? We learned that our box should have been sealed. We learned that we don't have a slip joint on the box. We learned that we don't have a main principal like emergency disconnect on the outside. We learned that we don't have a surge protector. A lot of that stuff wasn't required when the home was built. What we learned is that we got bundling. Some of the wires are touching the cabinet. See these wires right here? See these pieces of plastic? Every day coming off the assembly line, they put these pieces of plastic on every single box. Every single box, day after day, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. These plastic, goes into millions of dollars. Why do they spend that much money on these millions of dollars? Why do they do that? Because this is a guideline. It's like a curb. We want the wires to be back behind those. Is the house going to blow up because of that? Probably not. Probably not. But that's what they're there for, and the wires are too close to the cabinet. Wires too close to the cabinet like that, it gets energized, and you touch the cabinet, it lights you up like a Christmas tree. But that's okay, it's Christmas season. No, the wires are too close.